Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rajay back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Going to take a look at one today out of Detroit Rock City. This is going to be from Atwater Brewery. It is the Traverse City Cherry Wheat. So this is an American wheat ale infused with cherry concentrate. Have had this one a few times before, but never got around to do a beer review. So I'm looking forward to getting that taken care of. Now this one is actually at a 4.5% ABV, and IBUs on this one used to be around 12 or 13. What I'm seeing now on their website, they actually have it listed as a 5% ABV. Atwater, back beginning of the year, actually went through some transition where they changed up some of their beers. So even the label they have on this one is a new type label. So it looks like they may have kicked it up another 0.5% or whatever. So now if you get this one, I think it's at 5%, but this one was a 4.5 edition. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all reviewed here. And nothing really too much more, I guess, to really say about this one. As far as it's, like I said, more is considered on the label as a malt beverage brewed with a cherry concentrate. They talk about the addition of the cherries prior to the fermentation actually helps to bring about some tartness, and you put that together with the crispness of the American wheat ale, kind of makes that unique type combination. Let's get it open and get it into a glass so I can tell you all about it. Now I actually poured this one out a little more carefully than I have some of the previous ones. I wanted to kind of tilt it in and get some of the head on there. The other ones were coming out with a little bit more head. I didn't want it to overflow, so I took it a little bit too easy. But you kind of get the idea of the beer. Right now, I'm not even trying to check the aroma, and I'm already getting that cherry smell coming right out of the glass. You take a look at it, and it's got, when you get it to the light, it has like kind of that nice amber look to it. You have a lot of streaming carbonation taking place, racing up to the top of the beer. Out of the light, it kind of just darkens a little bit. I don't know if you can see any of the carbonation now without the light behind it, but it is a very lively carbonated beer. The look on it, it was fine. I could probably get it around a little bit to try to get a head up, but that aroma, I mean, you just have such a nice amount of cherries that come out of it. I mean, it's like a cherry type candy with the aroma that comes right out of the glass. If you're a fan of that cherry type aroma, you know, things like cherry 7-Up or cherry type candies, you're going to really like the aroma that comes off of this beer. But a very nice smelling aroma. Now the aroma itself, it's lasting a pretty good amount of time. You got to shake it back up a little bit to get it going again, but it's definitely there. You're not sniffing too hard once you do have it active. But yeah, it's kind of got that tartness on the aroma as well. As far as the taste,
what it tastes like.
Well, I do want to know what it tastes like.
You do get hit with some, not as much the bitterness, but some of the carbonation. You do feel that on the palate. I think you do have like almost like a soda type fizz. The carbonation on this one seems to be a little bit more lively than it needs to be. The bitterness isn't really that bad. You get a little bit to the tip of the tongue, but you really start to feel the carbonation kick around. You do pick up the nice cherry flavors, which I do like. That gets around the mouth very nicely. You do get a pretty good duration of the cherry flavor in the mouth. I'm not a huge wheat ale person usually, so for me it's almost like a fight to go through it sometimes, but with this one it is not too bad. It's pretty palatable. When you actually hold it before you swallow, you really do get that nice tartness out of the cherry concentrate that they used in here. I think it gives that a little bit more of a boost. I don't think this is one that you actually want to chug, even though it's only 4.5%. I think the way the carbonation is kind of ramped on this one, I just wouldn't want to do it. So, of course, I haven't chugged beers in a long time anyway. It does get the lips going a little bit, which I like. I get that little bit of a tingle in there. I also get a little bit of a tingling in around the cheeks. You feel that tartness a little bit where you almost want to pucker up a little bit, but it's not like some of the tartness you get in some of the newer type sours. It's a lot more subtle than that. You're not really getting too much of a bad aftertaste at all. On some of these type of beers, as I mentioned on some of the other videos, I'll get a little bit of that seltzer type action. Not really feeling that too much on this one.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
But all in all, it's really just a kind of a cherry wheat beer. Almost if you think of like a cherry 7-Up being a beer, this is what you would come up with along those lines. But not too bad. Kind of for me, a middle of the road type beer. I kind of fluctuate on this one. First couple of times I've actually had it through Untappd, I was kind of like trying to measure out where I think I would put it at. As I had it more kind of settled in, I think this one for me, as far as a rating, is pretty much just a 3 across the board. It's something that I wouldn't mind having. It's not something I would probably hunt down, but to have it, I can sit there and enjoy it on a warm type day. I can sit here and enjoy this one as well, so that plays pretty nice in the summertime. But all in all, not too bad of a beer from Atwater, as you can see as I'm going through my glass here. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think. Put some comments in the comment section. Let me know your feedback. But again, that's the Traverse City Cherry Wheat out of Detroit from Atwater Brewery. But I appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. I hope to see you on the next one. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And just keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.